Hey now, it's Philip E with Screenwriters Talking Shop, and I wanted to wax philosophical today about some recent things that I've been doing. I just got done rewriting a couple of screenplays, so now I'm going into the pitch phase. I'm putting together some lists of people that I want to approach about a couple of different screenplays, and I'm going to change it up, and I'm obviously going to keep refining the pitches as I go along, depending on the response that I get. But let me tell you something. The only way you're going to have success is you have to play this like it's a numbers game, as if you were trying to do sales of any kind. You're trying to sell yourself. You're trying to sell yourself as a writer and also for your material. You're not just pitching the script, you are pitching yourself. So why am I talking about this? Well, yesterday, as I was doing research, I stumbled upon a tremendous resource just because I was effing around and I happened to scroll down at a particular screenwriting site, and I found a resource that they had, and I go, oh my God, I can't believe this is here. This is great information. Because I had not been on this website very many times, even though I think I was a member at one time, I had not seen this information. So it really does pay to look at the categories of information or stuff that a particular screenwriting site has, what resources they have, and scroll through the bad boys and see what they have. Because I spend about 2 hours cutting and pasting information that will help me in the future. I'm not going to tell you where it was or specifically what it was, because you have to use your own initiative to go out and get that information. Because why should you compete against me? Because I was smart enough to find this thing. Or in my case, it was dumb luck. I was lucky enough. So it's all about tenacity. It is about the long game. Now, another thing I wanted to mention is a couple weeks back I was reading a Facebook post by a writer who was lamenting that they had not been hired, placed on a writing team because they had been signed with a boutique agency about 9 months earlier, and they were already ready to, in fact, I think they did quit working with the agent, but they were ready to give up on the game, and they're quitting after 10 months. And guess what? This boutique agent wasn't able to get them any work because they probably didn't have a very deep well of contacts. So if you're going to sign with a boutique agent, and I had an opportunity to do so last summer, but I passed upon that because after doing research, I decided that that person's well of contacts and the experience that they had making films was fairly limited. They had been associated with a couple of movies, but I'm going, do I want to sign a 3-year agreement with this person and limit my ability to maneuver to make deals for myself? So another thing I want to talk about is I've done a lot as far as being my own agent, and if you read Inktip about 3 weeks ago, you might have seen a blurb about me saying that I have signed my 18th Inktip agreement, and that means these have been right-to-shop agreements, or in some cases, which I don't do anymore, have been option agreements, because I don't like options because they tie me up for too long with people that sometimes don't do a damn thing for you. So that's another pearl of wisdom that I'm imparting based upon my empirical experience. So, what are we learning here? That one person was expecting to set the world on fire, because somebody was touting them as the next, the greatest things in sliced bread, the next Diablo Cody or whatever they are. But I'm telling you, there really are no overnight successes. Once in a blue moon, there's some fluke where somebody gets lucky, like that guy who signed the deal about 6 months ago for the AI script. And let me tell you, that guy had been around for a lot of years. He didn't just start writing scripts and all of a sudden he got a deal for a $2-3 million option, because that crap doesn't happen. And if you're out trying to do a deal with an independent film producer, how many film producers, indie film producers that, let's say, made 5 or 10 movies, do you think are going to hand you a big sum of cash to shop your work? What you should be concentrating on is finding people that can make movies and that want to make movies with you. So, and those people that are going to put sweat equity into working with you. Now, a week ago, I had somebody contact me on Facebook. I vetted them out. They had very good they had a good IMDb resume. They had been associated as at least an executive producer with a number of films and a couple of films I've heard of. However, after exchange of emails, blah, 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 because I was very suspect of this person, they seemed a little too agreeable. And sure as shit, they come back at me and said, yeah, sure, I want to work with you. You're just going to have to give me $4,500 because I'm investing my money. So therefore, I want that commitment from you. So right away, ding, 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 bullshit meter comes out. That person is full of shit. And even though they had seemingly great credits, they had a nice IMDb resume, that person is looking to make money off of stupid writers that are willing to part with money. And let me tell you something, I've said this many times, if somebody comes at you asking you for a dime or $2 to work with them, unless you're signing an option agreement, like a dollar option agreement, you run for the hills. There is nobody that should be pitching your hard-fought work to make money off of you, because if that's the objective is they're making money off you, and if they find 30, 40 lame brains that are willing to give them $40,000, that's a pretty substantial amount of money. So it makes me want to cringe when I see writers talking about maybe giving money to somebody to work with them. Don't do it. It's not the right thing to do. You're stupid if you do. Now, if you're upset with me, you can post something, you can say something contrary, but I'm telling you, I've been in the music business and I've been in the screenwriting industry trying to get films made for a long time. And I'm telling you, you don't pay anybody. All righty? Okay. Like I always say, you're like a salmon swimming upstream, and that stream is Niagara Falls. That's how hard it is. And if you don't have the tenacity to stay in this for the long game, then you might as well quit. This other writer that I'm talking about is ready to give up after doing this for less than a couple years, and that's not what it takes to get films made. I was watching another video about a year and a half ago, and it was a pretty successful film writer. Nobody super famous, but somebody that's done some films you've heard of and a couple of sequels. And the guy said it took him 10 years to get his first film made. So there you have it. It's still, I've been waxing philosophical today. I'm trying to impart the best advice I can based upon my empirical experience. I'm on a roll. Took me 4 times to get it right, but I got it. And so anyway, you have a blessed day. Phillip E. Screenwriters Talking Shop.